Good morning, children. Today I will discuss this chapter named Second World War. So be attentive towards your chapter as you have already studied about the First World War and the fascism and Nazism. So here, after the fascism and Nazism, because so much rigidity was there, some causes were there which led to the Second World War. First of all, Treaty of Versailles, which you studied in chapter number 1. Rise of fascism also is there, and then policy of appeasement, Japanese invasion, and failure of League of Nations. So one after another, I will discuss all these. So dissatisfaction with the Treaty of Versailles. What does it mean? Treaty of Versailles, which was signed after the First World War, it sowed the seeds of bitterness as it was based on the spirit of revenge, and Germany was forcefully compelled to sign this treaty. Its colonies were taken away and divided into two parts for the benefit of Poland. It was also burdened with huge war indemnity, military power was reduced. That is why Germany started searching an opportunity to get rid from this harsh treaty, which wasn't possible without an aggressive policy and armaments. Thus, the war became inevitable. That is why there was a rise of fascism and Nazism in 20th century in Europe. You have already studied in Italy, Mussolini started dictatorship in the name of fascism, and in Germany, Hitler started in the name of Nazism. Policy of appeasement means non-interference. Whatever the big nations were doing, the League of Nations did not keep a proper check on them. The big nations of League of Nations, they did not take any action against them. That is why Germany and Japan, they signed one axis named Rome-Tokyo-Berlin axis to stop the spread of Communist International. When Germany remilitarized Rhineland, Italy annexed Ethiopia, Germany annexed Austria, and League of Nations did not take any of that action. That is why, because of policy of appeasement, fascism and Nazism flourished. Japan also invaded India in 1931 and occupied Manchuria, a small part of China. China appealed to League of Nations, but France and Britain, which were two very important, prominent members of League, they did not show their interest because they hoped that they could use Japan to weaken China. Now the failure of League of Nations means after the First World War, the nations, they never wanted their people again to be indulged in another wars. That is why they came together to form an association which will be able to maintain peace and security. So they formed a League of Nations, but it failed because of some lackings. What were they? USA did not join the league. It had no army of its own, as well as the victorious nations of First World War gave themselves too much authority. This lack of control meant that nations stopped taking the league seriously and it failed in its role as political arbitrator. Now, other causes were also there, just as Munich Pact was signed in 1938 between Germany and France, Britain, because Hitler occupied Czechoslovakia, not full Czechoslovakia, but a part which was known as Sudetenland. So Britain and France accepted this occupation if Hitler kept his promise not to attack other European countries. But Hitler He did not care about the Munich Pact and he annexed the rest part of the Czechoslovakia also. Russia knew, just as in First World War, within 4 days, Germany attacked on 3 nations. So Russia signed non-aggression pact with Germany, which stated that Hitler should not fight on 2 fronts simultaneously. Now comes the immediate cause, that is invasion of Poland in 1939. Hitler invaded Poland in September 1939 for following reasons. Germany was divided into 2 parts in order to give land route to Poland up to the sea, and the port of Danzig was also given to Poland. Germany wanted to regain its lost territories. The city of Danzig was inhabited mainly by Germans, and by occupying Danzig corridor, Germany could connect with East Prussia, which was very beneficial for him. Germany also signed a non-aggression pact. Then Poland was accused of committing atrocities against Germans living there because maximum population was of Germans in Poland. So, on 1st of September 1939, German armies marched into Poland. France and Britain gave an ultimatum to Germany. In reply, Germany attacked France. On September 3rd, Britain and France declared war on Germany. Thus, the invasion of Poland marked the beginning of Second World War. So, these were your causes. Now, here you can see this red part belongs to the Axis power, Germany, Japan, and Italy. Yellow part, which is maximum here, that is Allied powers. Other part of other second, you can see warred front. Axis versus Allied. Now, USA did not take part from the very beginning in the Second World War, just as it did not take part in the First World War also. It was neutral. But for national security reasons, it decided to give logistic support to Britain and China, just as repairing the ships, eatables, weapons, etc., whatever was required by them. Japan resented this support, and only military force that they feared was the US Pacific Fleet based at Pearl Harbor. So, on December 7, 1941, under the leadership of General Tuzo, a surprise attack was launched on Pearl Harbor, destroying ships and airfields and killing over 3,700 people. In retaliation, on December 8, 1941, USA joined the war with its fresh forces and ammunition, giving the Allies great impetus. Now see some pics of war. Now what were the main events? 3 main nations were there, just as I told you earlier also, Italy, Germany and Japan. So you can see here, Italy. Mussolini was the leader of fascism. So the people, they were not satisfied with Mussolini because from a very long time, they were busy in war. So Mussolini was killed by his own people. So leader died, Italy surrendered unconditionally. Then comes Germany. Hitler was there. He knew the face, or you can see what happened to Mussolini. So he was very shocked. He knew that it may happen to me also. Berlin was surrounded. Berlin was the capital of Germany. Surrounded by Britain, France and America on one side and Russia on the other. So on April 30, Hitler in his underground bunker acknowledged his defeat and shot himself dead. So after his death, automatically Germany also surrendered. Who is left now? Japan. Japan was not ready to surrender at any cost, which gave rise to bombing at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So many ultimatums were given to Japan, but still Japan did not leave the war. It was told that atom bombs may be thrown on Japan to finish the war, but still Japan did not listen. So, on August 6, 1945, the first atomic bomb was dropped on Hiroshima and the next on Nagasaki on 9th of August 1945. So, the result was on September 2nd, 1945, Japan surrendered unconditionally and this war came to an end. Later on also, two Japanese cities, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, were completely destroyed. It not only killed a huge population but also caused diseases like cancer, sterility and blindness. The cities continue to suffer under the effect of sterilization. Now again some pics of war. Now the last one is the impact. Germany was divided into two parts. The capitalist democratic West Germany under USA, Britain and France. Means it is capital. Communist East Germany under USSR means Soviet Union. Two superpowers emerged out, the USA and USSR, and led their power blocks, the Western capitalist world with the USA and the communist world which had USSR. Now see, both the points look like same, but in the first it was told that Germany was divided, and second, two main powers of the world. Third point is imperialism and colonization came to an end. Formation of Israel as the new Jewish nation, because so many concentration camps were made in Germany to kill the Jews. So they wanted a new land in Palestine. They got a new place named Israel. And after the Second World War, they made again one new nation for peacekeeping. That is why UNO came to an end.